Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Giants are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Cowboys defense that needs to be ready for that.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again, Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off play action, it's Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
No. Check. Patriot now. Green, 39.
Webb now from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Following the fumble recovery, Webb. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Webb. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So they're operating in the red zone. Now a first down throw. Well, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They come up in an offset eye. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Webb. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And you saw the score. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a 1st and goal. First down and goal to go from the 7. Trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They go play action here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Goodson from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Second down, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Third and long for Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The gun, it's Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
The second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. Over. There we go now.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Check 50.
On first down, it's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
All right, here we go.
A play fake. Now Webb. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
Off play action. Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to the air on second down. Webb. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And an update now from down in Miami. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Webb. Shreds the tackle. He finds Beckham complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Complete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Let's go. 3-19.
A final shot before break. Webb. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Prescott to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll throw again. Prescott toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. On 1st and 10, Webb. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Webb. Room to run past midfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Webb. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Watch him now, Barney!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Webb to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Here's Webb. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Now look at 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times